Okay, folks. Nice to be with you for another live broadcast, and this is my 538th live broadcast. It's great to have all of you here with Brother Simone, Brother Shohan, Brother Tindy. Hopefully, Merlene will be coming in just a moment, but but the rest of anyone that'd like to come, sure they're welcome. I'd like to just be with you just for a short while. I'd like to thank you all for being here. Of course, I'm recording now. And I thank you all for being here. Folks, I know that sometimes it's not your fault that your bandwidth on your internet is not working properly. So when you leave, I never blame that on you all. I never do, because I understand that technology is not always user-friendly. So we all understand that, okay? So I'd like to thank Brother Gabriel and Brother Gabriel been coming in and out. I see he's trying to come in. He may be having some problems, just like I just stated. And Brother Tindy is here too, because a lot of times they use their phones, and sometimes their data runs out. So I understand the challenges that we all have around the world. Okay, I'm going to now just go ahead and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start to make sure everybody's muted. Okay, thank you so much. All right. Again, this is my 538th TBC Live broadcast, and I'll be going over the blog as well as seeing how our Bitcoin contest is going in our current 3 languages, knowing that we have the Bangladesh and India coming about pretty soon. Okay. All right, folks. The first one that states here is featuring TBC as a tech orientation. This is a video, okay? And this looking at the first person, looks like it's Apollonero. It is Apollonero from the Philippines. You know, he's featured on the blog. His videos, just like a lot of ours are, because he's also a voice of the Billion Coin, just like all of us here today is. Okay, all right. I'm pretty sure it's him. I'm gonna just play it. You won't be able to hear it, but oh, look like you got it's got Amanda and Apollonero. They must be headed on a train somewhere or a bus or something. Look at they moving. Yeah, they look like they on a it looks like they're on a train. They're on their train. Okay. All righty. Okay, I'll stop that. Let's just keep going. They're on a train in the Philippines. Okay. The next one says we accept 40% TBC crinkles at Pal's Render Val Restaurant and Takeaway. So this restaurant, and this guy left his name, Young Typhoon, and his number here, right at the bottom in the right-hand corner. He actually takes 40% Kringles. It's in Western Uganda. See, TBC in action, TBC Kringles in action, TBC Coin in action. This is wonderful. A restaurant and takeaway. He just said he's using 40% TBC, 40% TBC for his meal. That is excellent. That means 60% their currency, which is called Ugandan shilling. That's what their currency is called. Okay. Excellent, excellent. That's TBC coin in action. Okay. And this is a group preparation by Mr. Noli in the Philippines. The TBC Cigar group preparation. Okay, that is a great gathering, group preparation for TBC. Noli knows how to pull them together. He knows how to pull them together, okay? This is an MS Store new TBC merchant, okay? That's in a surfing capital in the Philippines, okay? They're getting merchants up very quickly in the Philippines right now, by the way, okay? Doing an awesome job. Does he get around or what in his country? Wow, wow. They sell different type of products in that store. Excellent. Different products in that store, and they are using part TBC, part pesos in their country. Isn't that fantastic? Nodi was telling me that they're actually getting more and more merchants every week. So what is working, folks? The admin credits is working. The admin credits is working. This is all in action right now. Excellent, excellent. Okay. This is I want to read this to everybody. This is from TBC Admin. Okay, it's titled "Pathway Out of Poverty," and it's images in an article, and it reads as such: what is it like to be poor? I can sum it up in a single word: miserable. Miserable. A life of never-ending stress and worry, and a constant sense of panic, believing the current financial problem could be one that throws life out of balance and threatens one's very existence. This is terrible, and poverty is at its epidemic proportions today, like never before. And Edmund, I couldn't agree with you more. It is simply epic right now, poverty. It's just only getting worse, folks. And I keep going. According to conventional wisdom, the pathway out of poverty requires tremendous sacrifice and lifelong hardship. Many years of study at the university while working a full-time job that barely covers tuition. Then when you finally graduate, usually in massive debt, by the way, that's true, from the years of going to school, you are expected to leave your homeland, your beloved country, in order to secure a high-paying job. Now, I'm going to stop right there. People in the Philippines, Merlene tells me this about all the time. I wish she was here. Maybe she's caught up at the hospital right now, but she'll tell you. People often leave the country. They do this all over the world, but I know I can speak of Philippines. They do it a lot. They'll leave that country because the high-paying jobs are not there, so they'll go somewhere like Dubai or another country to get a higher-paying job. I remember Merlene's one. Her name is Susan. She lives in Tennessee, and now. But I remember when she was as an RA in Dubai, but she's from the Philippines. That was a perfect member of our family that was in Dubai at a Dubai hospital as a registered nurse for years, and then she finally moved to the United States. Okay, so that's so true. Okay, things like starting a family of your own, or even having any kind of serious relationship, are disencouraged while you have to set yourself up financially. Meanwhile, your family back home is going through one emergency after another. So true. And you are powerless to help. So let's face it, conventional wisdom hasn't even made a dent in relieving global poverty. and this is what we're going to talk about today, some of us. We're going to talk about the existing system and how it's getting worse. Okay? This is the subject we're going to talk about today. All right. I like this because it's to the point and it's exactly correct what Abin is saying here. Okay? And it says, okay, I'm gonna read this line again. Let's face it, conventional wisdom hasn't haven't made a dent in relieving global poverty, and government programs are full of empty promises and haven't solved this problem either. No wonder many turn to a life of crime to fast track their way out of poverty, risking their lives and incarceration. Poor people are desperate people. Did you hear that? Poor people are desperate people, and will even sacrifice their dignity by becoming beggars. There has got to be a better way out of poverty. And we got a sign here, a wonderful sign that says Cream Society. Okay? This is it. The Cream Society has a plan, and it is a mission to end global poverty. This plan works fast. It won't take years to lift you out of poverty. It only takes a couple of months to get you out of poverty, based on the principle helping these that help themselves. Based on the principle of helping those that help themselves. You see? The Cream Society has designed the tools needed to lift you out of poverty right now. Listen carefully as I explain that these tools are and how to properly use them to get out of poverty today. Here is how you get paid. The first month is $125. The second month is $250. Third month is $375. Fourth month is $500. Fifth month is $625. Sixth month is $750. Seventh month is $875. Eighth month is $1,000. Ninth month is $1,200. 10th month is $1,250. 11th month is $1,375, and the 12th month, which is the last month of the year, is $1,500. After the third, it says within a third world country, $125 is equal to a good paying job. So $1,500 would be exceptional pay, right? Now, this is not some kind of charitable payment schedule. This is based on doing a very specific job. Paydays are on the first of the month, okay? And it's just a help wanted that was shown before, okay? see? And I keep on. I said, I hope you had full attention going through what I'm giving you to go over this job now. We want you to pass out gifts. Your pay here is based on you passing out 10 gifts a month or 2 gifts a week. Each gift is worth thousands of dollars, and I will explain the gift a bit later. For now, you just know that the gifts are digital and can be accessed on either a computer or a smartphone that is connected to the internet. There's no need to purchase these gifts. We will provide them to you for you to give out. The gift receivers will get these gifts free of charge. The job also requires you to fully demonstrate how to use these gifts, and you are expected to attend and participate in regular training sessions. Of course, no experience is required to give gifts. The full training support are provided. You set your own hours, and don't worry about this is lawful in all countries. Does this sound like a good job for you? We said we can provide a free access to all of the tools here for up to a month, and then you are expected to pay $25 on the first of each month to continue to have access to these tools. Here, it says, hey, there's the same day as payday. So that shouldn't be a problem for you. Are you willing to pay $25 on each of every month so that we can get paid like this? And I just went over this, okay? So do you think you can find 10 people a month that will be willing to pay $25 per month so they can get paid like this? You see? Can you see how this can spread within the community by simply passing out digital gifts to lift the entire community out of poverty? So, what are these gifts? This is the best part. You'll be giving away a private medium of exchange also known as a digital currency like Kringles. It said, our ever-growing list of participating merchants either accept Kringles for payment or partial accept Kringles for payment for their goods and services. The amount of gift receivers will get is worth thousands of dollars, and this really helps the poor save money out of their pocket when they use this gift at the participating merchants. It's true that Kringles are not widely accepted yet, but give us about one more year and you will be surprised how many merchants will be accepting Kringles all over the world. The technology holding these gifts and our currencies is called a wallet. That technology plus websites we use are very expensive to run on a global basis. All the tools are needed to do this job are embedded within their websites, these websites. When you pay the $25 admin fee, the first of each month, you'll be contributing towards paying for the cost of running the global digital operation. Half of the $25 is paid to your sponsor to compensate them for their time in training you to use the gift and these tools. Likewise, when you register a new member to receive this gift and take time to teach them how to use the gift, you'll be paid half of the $25 that they will pay you the first of each month, and that's $12.50 of each month. It says that's $12.50 for each of them monthly. $12.50 times 10 gift receivers equals $125. See, I've been breaking it down to you so you understand it here. Okay, so how you know where the pay is coming from? Don't confuse this with some kind of MLM or network marketing program. Nobody is paid on a downline. This is simple referral payment kind of program. This is a simple referral payment kind of program. Can you see how this will fit? This will lift you out of poverty quickly without tremendous sacrifice or long-term hardship. Okay? Let me see how much more of this. Quite a bit long article here. Okay? I keep going. The Billion Coin was launched in March 21st of 2016 with 1 billion coins, each worth a tenth of a cent. I remember that so well. You see that? Tenth of a cent, that's what our coin was worth. Now it's worth over $10 million, US dollars. The value of these TBC coins goes up by a grain of gold for each member that joins our community. See, if y'all don't know what is measured by, here it is all right there, right for you. Okay? But I knew this. Okay? Millions have already joined since then, and currently the value is just one TBC coin is $10 billion. I said million, I mean billion. No, 10 million, I'm sorry. Correction, I was right, 10 million. I don't know why I'm thinking billion coin. Okay, one TBC coin is $10 million. We will stop counting numbers that raise the value of these coins when we reach 1 billion members. And at that time, each coin will be worth 1 billion grains of gold. So owning just one TBC coin can turn you into a future billionaire with the B. Kringles are like cents of TBC coins. And see, I knew that too. The smaller increments of the right of the decimal point of the TBC coins. In other words, the small change of TBC. Wow, I knew all of this. Okay, so when you're a student of the blog, you know everything that is stating here. It's like registering right with my mind. Today, the admin wallet is very full of hundreds of millions of TBC coins, and it is up to us as members to empty the admin wallet of all of its coins as we grow towards our objective to having 1 billion members. So we are in what we call a distribution phase of this currency. Giving away gifts is only one of the ways we are members. With emptying the admin wallet, of course. We want to quickly spread our currency around the world. So Rapid Rewards can set up to encourage fast duplication when it comes to giving away these gifts. You are encouraged to register two new members on your very first day on this job as a part of the Rapid Rewards. You will notice a timer counting down to 0 within your back office of the Kringle Cash website. At this time, your Rapid Rewards are completing this task let me read this apart. It says, at this time, your Rapid Rewards are completing this task is enough cookies to equal 0.1 TBC, about $1 million today. Wow. Then you will be encouraged. They said, no, then you are encouraged to accept those 2 members to do the same thing on your first day of the job. Then you will get the second Rapid Reward equal to 1 whole TBC, worth over $10 million today. Turning poor people into millionaires this fast is amazing. Cookies worth like points. It's like telling you all this all over again, isn't it? Okay. So this is nothing new. We're just kind of reviewing this. Okay. That's what I see it as, at least for me anyway. Okay. Because I understand this. I knew cookies are like points. Okay, will be like points and can't be redeemed during redemption months, like next month in November. Okay, months into spendable coins. There will be multiple redemption months until the process can be automated and instant. Okay, I know that we had talked about November at one point being the last month, but we have to have the technology to make this automated first where we can do that, okay? It says, of course, when people see millions of dollars in TBC wallet, they want to know the fastest way to cash out these coins. There's a lot of people guilty of that mindset, right? So they can start asking about where there's changes for TBC coins. Oh, yes. I'm loving this article. It's so true. That isn't an exchange. There isn't an exchange. And it wouldn't be unlawful to put TBC coins on a market-based exchange. Excuse me. Okay? The value of TBC coins are not based on the speculation of buyers and sellers exchanging currency on a public trading platform. We don't function like that in TBC, folks. There are market-based coins, Bitcoin and other market-based coins. We are an abundance-based coin. It's not based on anything regarding buyers and sellers. You see? And that's what you got to try to tell the difference to people when you explain it to them. This is not like any coin they've ever seen before. The value of TBC coins are based on the value of living men and living women contributing their value of these coins as members of a private society. So the value of TBC only goes up during the distribution phase and cannot be seen as a security regulated by government. Remember, all the TBC coins you receive out of the admin wallet are not purchased by you. So how can you sell something on the public exchange that does not belong, that you do not purchase? It's simple. We can't mix private with public because it is illegal. TBC is designed to be used between our members within the private society on a peer-to-peer basis only. And merchant members are allowed to accept Kringle coins for payment for their goods and services. We are on a fast track to mass adoption. The sooner we complete the distribution phase of TBC, the sooner our TBC coins will be spendable with our ever-growing list of merchants. Expect tens of millions of merchants to accept Kringles at the end of the distribution phase all over the world. That's great news, isn't it, folks? Hope y'all getting that part. I'll go on for the last two paragraphs. There are too many access cookie rewards to. It says there are many ways to access cookie rewards to get more coins from the admin's wallet, including doing private peer-to-peer transactions, live broadcasts promoting TBC, recruiting new members, and attending key meetings. Now, I've done all of those myself. I've done them all. Everything I just now. I've done peer-to-peer transactions. I've done live promoting TBC, and y'all know that. I've recruited new members. I recruited myself over 250 new members by myself, okay? And attending key meetings. Take advantage of all these activities so that you can maximize the number of coins going into your wallet from the admin wallet. We are building an abundance-based economic privately from the ground up, okay? Of course, this will take time and a collective effort. We all must do our part because admin cannot build a new economy alone after all. The admin is only one person, okay? Many hands make much work light. The abundance-based economy will have about a million billionaires and a billion millionaires once the distribution phase has completed. All right? It says here, but you will be expected to grow into the role and behave like any millionaire or billionaire we see today. Anything less than that will be unappreciated by the world. And we want the world to accept what we are doing. So personal development is a part of this journey. Personal development is a part of this journey for all of us, okay? You were born with a God-given purpose. Have you discovered what that purpose is? Folks, I have. I know I have. That's something I've done personally. I know what God wants me to do on this earth. Do you know what God wants you to do on this earth? Okay? Has poverty ever been holding you back after either finding your purpose or fulfilling it? Within, it says within that purpose is a work that you can wrap into enterprise around and become a merchant after let me see where I am here. After providing goods and services related to that purpose. Ultimately, we can finally end global poverty by assisting each of our members to discover their purpose and fulfilling it. And in so doing, provide the rest of the humanity jobs paid in 100% crinkles. We can start with existing merchants, and we are generally rewarded to complete the training necessary in order to learn how to sign up a merchant members properly. Then, as we progress toward, we will build a robust economy filled with every job imaginable as we help each of you fulfill your purpose. This is our plan to end global poverty once and for all. Let's end your poverty now. Get started today. Folks, let me tell y'all something. This was a wonderful article. It may be long, but it specifically breaks it down to a T. Now, what I want to do right now, I'm going to come out of this. I was going to go to my Comcast back office, but it took more time to go over this. Honey Merlin, you there, honey?
Yeah.
I tell you, that was something. That was some article, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
But it specifically goes over everything that us TBCians should be thinking and doing. Okay? It just nailed it all down. It was like a review. Okay? And I understand it all because I am a student of the blog. And honey, I'll be back with you. I'm going to talk. You got any questions, by the way, dear?
I'm okay.
Okay. We're going to talk in a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
All righty. All right, let me go to Brother Tendy. Brother Tendy, how you doing there, brother?
Yeah, I'm doing fine, sir.
I tell you, that was a great article, wasn't it?
Yeah, of course. Very, very explanatory, sir.
It just goes, it specifically goes through exactly what we should be doing as TBCians and how it asks you questions. What is your purpose? Yeah. What is your purpose here in TBC? What is your purpose? You know? Yeah. Folks, so let's just give you the floor a little bit and just to talk about, how, and you know, I can tell you, because living in a slum, you know exactly what it is to be poor, to not have the money you need to buy certain things you need every day. Talk about some of those things. Talk about what's around you in your environment and how TBC can influence it. Talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah, one thing is for sure, we have to open up our minds first, even those who are accepting that and those who are not really ready to accept TBC in the past. Because I don't believe that there is anybody right now in which if you tell him of the good news of the updates about the policy, the new policy introduced, which is on the blog both yesterday and today. Today's own explaining more about that of yesterday. So I don't see anybody out there that can be able to actually reject something like this if he or she will open up his or her mind, towards seeing the vision in TBC, because the vision is very, very clear. And if it has been unclear to them, the TBC admin has been trying for so long to make it as crystal clear as it can be on the blog. And today's own, is so marvelous. It explains all, and it give avenue to people out there who are outside the community to see to how they can really reason on how to come into this without even spending a dime. So it is incredible that they won't spend even a kobo or naira or cent on this very particular project, and yet they will live to have a very huge income, you know. So it's very, very good that though I see a lot of TBC broadcasters doing a wonderful job in enhancing this message to the general public, both the TBCians and non-TBCians alike. So it is a good effort made by the broadcasters. I must attest to that. So it is now left for every member of the TBC community to go out there, to those who have rejected it in the past, to see how they can see their own new concept towards vision in what the TBC is all about. Because right now, I don't see that if you should explain in a better way to anybody out there that is not a TBCian to see or shallow his thinking towards this, because this is so clear, and the opportunity and privileges are being made plain for everybody to see. So I urge each and every TBCian out there to be able to go back to those who have rejected TBC in the past. For this time, there will be no rejection. There will be nothing but acceptance coming into TBC in order for us to join hands together to put up a very positive role in playing on mass adoption for this our TBC mission. Thank you very much.
No, thank you. So well said. Exactly. Exactly. And see, it's so much great information in the blog the last couple of days, folks, that we have to go out there. We have to understand it for ourselves first before we can disseminate it out to people that's not a part of this private community. So thank you. Thank you so much, Tendi. Thank you. Okay, let me go to Mr. Gabriel. Are you out there, Mr. Gabriel?
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Steve.
Yes, yes. What you got to add to that, brother?
Oh, so this topic is most striking, you know, particularly addressing the issue of poverty or trying to define what poverty is. Admin aptly captured it by saying poverty is like living miserably, you know. Those of us that grew up in the ghettos and slums and have a lot of story to tell, you know. It's not easy. It's not easy being human being, and it's much harder being an African child, you know.
Yes, I know it's not easy. It's not easy.
So people like us, you know, we grew up in a extreme condition where affording a tree square meal is a problem, and when we see poverty as a natural phenomenon, we thought. Well, I never thought, I never imagined how being rich would be, you know, and because I'm born poor and I live in a poor environment. The school we went to is nothing to write home about, you know. It's actually frustrating and kind of when I saw that article, I wanted shedding tears. I wanted crying, you know. It captured the whole.
It really touches you, doesn't it? It touches you.
Yes, it has, because. No, Mr. Steven, what poverty has done for us Africans is words can explain. Our leaders don't care about us; they just care about their kith and kins. They create hardship for us here and take their children somewhere else, you know, and they bring on harsh policies. Any policy that does not favor the government, the government will not promote it. The government will never bring a policy that will favor the common man, that will leave the poor man out of poverty. You know, we'll be complaining of job scarcity in Nigeria and unemployment, but you know, the government will say, if you want to get employment, go to school, study hard, answer. Some of us have really gone to school. We've done our best. We
still
studied.
Don't have a job. I still don't have a job.
I still don't have a job, sir. I still don't have a job. And it's as if the whole thing seems like a scam. Like, you know, the whole money somebody spend on tuition fee, you know.
It almost seems like a scam for y'all to be going to school and don't have a job waiting for you when you get out there.
Yes, because I graduated from college about 3 years ago now, and just trying to look for a job to fix my ass, and doing some things to keep myself alive. Families are all day depending on Gabriel, because Gabriel is the first to go to graduate from college. The whole thing, and it's so frustrating, sir. So
y'all got to be able to eat eat healthy. Y'all young men. Y'all definitely got to eat healthy. So so you'll be better later on when you get older.
Yes, absolutely, sir. And the situation in Africa is so worrisome. When you started the broadcast, you said in Philippines people have to leave their country to search for greener pastures abroad in Dubai. The case in Africa and Nigeria is worst. We have African youth dying in the Mediterranean Sea, sinking, drowning because they want to go to Europe in order for them to make it. Africa is frustrated. Like Africa, I don't know. Putin was not wrong when he said Africa is a graveyard.
Wow.
Yes, Vladimir Putin of Russia said Africa is a graveyard because African leaders will leave their country and go to another country, build a home and settle there, and when they die, they bring their dead bodies home and bury in Africa. Africa is nothing but a graveyard. So there's lots of suffering going on, and I see TBC as a panacea for that. And that is why I normally tell my friends, seriously, I see no other policy that will bring people out of poverty than TBC, because the government cannot do it. I see no hope I see no hope in government, sir. I've lost total hope in government. I don't see the government solving my financial problem. Yeah, so I see TBC as a panacea, and I usually tell my folks, bro, I see TBC as my calling. TBC's mission is noble, and if you truly follow what admin says, I think if we Africans who follow through and do what admin says, I think poverty will be a thing of the past. We won't be living miserably again. And I can't just say much because I feel pain, sir. Like, but actually, the situation is worrisome, Mr. Steven. So we Africans, we just see TBC as hope, and we can't wait to be able to eradicate poverty using TBC. And seriously, I see TBC as my calling, and I'm going to follow it up to the very end, sir. And I pray to God to give me that strength every blessed day. Every blessed day, because I can't preach to people to go to school. I can't. Yes, education is good, but I can't I can't tell you to go to school, because if I tell people to go to school, they will tell me, a graduate like you, what have you gained so far in going to school? So so I would rather preach TBC, because when you are emancipated financially and economically, then I think you also get emancipated. You will be helped, and ignorance will also be a thing of the past. So I rather preach TBC than to preach any other thing out there. TBC is my calling, and the admin has just nailed it out with this article he published on the blog. And we all really need to study it, dissect it, and put it in the proper use for it to help us.
If it wasn't another important article, this is one, because it reviewed pretty much the whole plan. Pretty much reviewed the whole plan. It's right there. It's when I was reading, I said, "Oh my God, I know this. That's all I was saying to myself as I was going over it, because it's all the terms, all the terminology was so vivid to me. Wow. Because when you become a student of blog, you gather, you just build your library in your brain.
Absolutely, sir. So TBC admin, I don't know, but the TBC admin is so versatile. He knows the human predicament. He knows the human problem.
He's a smart admin. Is a smart person. I tell you that. Very intelligent. Very intelligent. Y'all. I see the vision.
One thing is, poverty knows no religion. He knows no. Yes, sir.
I was going to say, I see both of y'all, both you intending. I have the vision for y'all to see prosperity. I don't know why God just pointed me in y'all direction like it is. I just see so much prosperity for y'all young brothers. Y'all been
Amen to that, son.
y'all experiencing so much hardship in your own country. And I know
Yes.
that better. I know y'all coming out of that. I can feel it, y'all coming out of that, you know?
Amen to that. We are coming out. Amen to that, Mr. Steven. We can't wait to come out and also bring other people out, because that's the joy of life. When you are out, when God blesses you, also bless others. And that is what I and Brother Tunde are fighting, because when we are blessed, we know we have been in poverty before, so we know how poverty stinks. We know how poverty, how miserable it is to be in poverty. So when we are out, we also help our brothers and sisters out of it. So yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Gabriel, you understand one thing?
Yeah,
One thing for sure is that the TBC community is not just something that we say you will just have your own dreams and you will be playing it alone. No. I see it as TBC is a community. Come on, take a look at the likes of Ace Fleischer. Come on, he was in the slums, from the ghetto, just like us. Now he's out of the slums, and he's playing a very good role by trying to bring people out of it. He's helping out. Now, a lot of people are helping out in the TBC community. The likes of Tyrone, come on, what brought about his glory in TBC right now is as a result of help. So, you know, I don't think there is anybody who has got the vision in the TBC community. We get it and decide to live his life like the elites do. When they get it, they just get it all for themselves, nothing but greed. You know, TBC is nothing but an exemplary and practical something. It's theoretical and practical also. So you can't just have the theory.
Just like the elites pull together, we pull together.
Honestly. So TBC is the just perfect family for one to belong to. So for you out there, come on, you're losing a lot already. You just have to come in right now as soon as you can. Come into this and let's fight together. A peaceful fight against all this inequality. Come on, our place is not okay. Now look at where I'm standing at. I just have to leave my home, come to a little provision store so that I can just get the light on my face.
See,
come on, this is not cool.
Look at that,
this is not cool. So come on, let's just try
I have no lights
together and make this thing change.
I have no lights. I even have no lights. You know, I'm in
darkness. Talking in darkness. Look at this.
And one thing is for sure. One thing is for sure. Now you talk about President Putin talking about Africa. Yeah, come on. A lot of people, the elites who have money right here, they just go abroad. Everything is abroad. We're just here in poverty, you know.
I bet they got lights everywhere. Don't they?
So they have everything. They have everything they want. And they don't care about how we do. They don't care about that. All they care about is themselves and their family. Their children study abroad, everything abroad, but we here. Okay? But it's not all about where you go, but it's about your dedication and about your passion. That's where you get glory. So it doesn't matter we are talking this positive and look at where we are. It doesn't really matter. All that matters is what you have in here, and that's what is going to make you grow and going to become someone big in the future.
It's what's here.
That's why we have the likes of Imbe. That's why we have the likes of Imbe Derrick and S. Fleischer. They are from places like us, and today they are getting to their glory gradually. And that's where everybody who has hope and passion, who is in the TBC community, who is working hard, that's where everybody is going to head to. So let's just stick to whatever is quoted in the blog, being it today and that of yesterday, who is enhancing on the glory of this one we have right now. So that's the only way we can just move ahead. That's the only thing that can see us out. There's no any other system, nothing out there that can make you feel like you're going to make it in life. So if you're out there listening to this, just come on board. This is the only hope we have. This is the only place we need to team up together and fight against this, and we're going to achieve nothing but glory.
Oh yeah, brother.
That's the energy we need right there, folks. That's the energy we know of our private community. We need to this kind of behavior that's displayed on this broadcast is what should be spread out everywhere on our members. This is wonderful, wonderful. Well said, brothers. Both of y'all are powerful, powerful brothers. I love it. I love it. Great, great information. Okay, let's go to Mr. Simone. How you doing, Mr. Simone? Are they powerful or what?
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Give me the floor. And so exciting. And about brother Tindi, also Gabriel Samuel is a very talk to power and voice. And also Dadabai coming with us now. Ma'am also here. Today is the blog, very, very important.
Mhm,
Patha and
mhm,
priority, very, very important. The
mhm,
article and the structure. I read my today's 360 live broadcasting,
mhm,
all
mhm,
information.
mhm,
There is a very clearly concept, the
mhm,
and priority, and our community. How can is growing all people together working minimum 10 people working 10 people joining and $125 monthly, just example
mhm.
admin say something,
Right.
but we are really exciting this news. But sir, I am just one questions, just confusion admin merchants adoption. Total, we are the growing the community, but merchants adoption 100 credit give us the community growing. But
Mhm,
admin give us the merchants 100 credit. This credit then payment for the admin or not? I don't know exactly, but I am not Bangladesh community. I am also 6%. We are the doing great job, great working, but
mhm,
I am not suggestion. I know that very well. You are now ambassador,
mhm,
and our community is growing.
mhm,
But I am not support any kind of the leader. But I know that very well. But weekly contest credit is very well. I know that the
mhm,
admin credit 50% payment for the
mhm,
give us every division. But
mhm.
confusion and not the support any leader. Merchants adoption $100 credit. The say give us the merchants, but this credit and pay for the admin or not payment.
Well, the hundred credit the admins, if like for example, you bring on a merchant,
Hmm.
okay,
Okay,
you can get up to 100 admin credits for bringing on one merchant.
one merchants,
One
yes.
merchant. You use those 100 admin credits that
Mm-hmm.
you receive to bring
Mm-hmm.
100 more people into TBC.
100 members joining TBC,
Yes,
yes.
every new another 100 new people with those the 100 credits you receive, you
Yeah.
can use those to bring 100 new members into TBC, which means that each credit equals one free month for every new member.
Okay.
And then when they pay their $25 or 8 grains of gold next month, you didn't get back a half of that back.
Back in the $1,000.
Yeah,
Back
right.
in the
Back
$1,000.
back for you as another as
Mm-hmm.
a big as to pay like a Bitcoin bounty back to you.
Okay, I
Yeah, yeah.
understand.
The second month for every second, like if you got 100, the 100. No, let's say number one. That person, you bring one person in, the next
Mm-hmm.
month they pay, but you got to get a commitment from them first. Get a commitment that they're going to pay. The
Mm-hmm.
next person do the same thing. Just like you had 2 admin credits for your admin for your
Yeah.
admin fee. Well,
Mm-hmm.
you see, by bringing on a merchant, they're more. They want to give you. Admin want to give you more for that.
Okay.
Now, quite naturally, the admin did something greater. Admin's
Mm-hmm.
giving you more credits per week now, other than the
Yep.
100. Now, I'm not
Yep, I
talking
know that.
about merchants. I'm just talking about
Mm-hmm.
regulars for us. But I know that it may be a little unclear to a lot of people, but I'm gonna say this to you all. If y'all want
Mm-hmm.
somebody to really explain it to you perfectly, reach out to Mbe. Ask him to have a private Zoom with you, which is a good
Mm-hmm.
time for him and you, because he had
Yep.
one with me. I saw some things in the Korean guy's back office, a little one small thing that I didn't even get. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't get. It wasn't I didn't get it. I didn't know about it. And he said,
Okay.
you know what, Steve? Don't feel bad. He said a lot of leaders. Even the older leaders don't even know about it. But if you never seek, if you seek out the help, see, people think they know everything and they don't seek out the help. So I say, if you really want to learn how to use those Bitcoin bounties and everything in your back office the right way, reach out, message MB Derek, ask him what would be a good time that you and him can have a private Zoom, and then y'all could share your screen. He can share his screen, and he'll explain it to you how to properly do it, because he got it like a science.
Okay.
Brother Ace Fletcher got it like a science. See, that's why they could, and guess what? That's why they're teaching all their people in their respective countries how to do it. And that's why you see on the Bitcoin bounty contest, they got 3-digit paid signups in 1 week, like 100.
But problem, my country is the host. No suggest any kind of the contest, and how can it's possible monthly contest and the weekly contest. I know that very well, but monthly contest and the merchant adoption, the credit 100 credit. How can admin pay for us and I pay for back? How can back?
It's the same way in it's the same way everywhere, everywhere around the world. See, have you noticed? Now I'm just speaking of the contest right now, but have you noticed even on the Takala contest that sometimes the very first one is not in the beginning of the week is not Ace Fletcher, it's somebody else? Or have you noticed in the English, it may not be it's not somebody, it's not Mbe anymore because he's went to the French. Well, you may have different people at first and second place from different countries. Well, they're getting, admin's going to pay anyone in TBC, no matter what country you're from, the exact same way. It's no specialty, nothing special. Everybody's getting paid the same way as described in the blog. It's paid the same way. And if you don't get it, like I said, if you don't get it, well, I think instead of me, I think I'm not the best person to ask. The best person to ask would be probably Mbe Derek, because he's had a lot of history with bringing people into TBC most recently. Mbe Derek is the best person, and that's who he trains on that training every week. But you can actually request from him. You send him a request and say, Mbe, I need your help, buddy. Can we please have a private Zoom at a good time for you and me? And I won't take a lot of your time. I just want you to explain to me more about the Bitcoin bounty, how to do that. Get this, folks. It's people right in your back office that you can actually pay for their bounties.
Of course.
It's just ways to do it. So I'm just saying, reach out to the I call Mbe like an expert right now. Mbe and Ace, they're like experts because they know they've been trained by admin. See, I'm just getting started trained by admin. But Mbe Derek is probably the best person right now that I would recommend as far as how those bounties work. How you know, what I was telling you was correct. It's just that it's more to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I want I don't want you to be confused in your country, not just you or anybody in your country. I don't want y'all to be confused. So once you get it, then you can explain to Dada or somebody else in your country. You see? Because I'm not sure. I don't know how close y'all I don't know how close y'all are with y'all leaders in your country. So if your leaders are not, if you can't go to your leader, you don't feel like you can go to that person or persons, then reach out beyond, like Mbe Derek. Mbe Derek is probably
I know that I'm following the Mbe Derek, I'm following the Nunita Rebel brother, I'm following you, I'm following the another leader who is a regular broadcasting. I know that I follow the blog and every single day what is the thinking about the confusion, but problem is no suggestion. Our leader community, and the problem is our 7% people that doing the live broadcasting, but no suggest. But I am just honorable president and honorable guardian for you. I appreciate for you, because every single day I follow your broadcasting and coming here.
Thank you.
I'm really exciting our community, but we are the exciting the Bangladesh, India, also Bitcoin bouncing very
Yeah,
soon.
because
It's
before
coming.
y'all, yeah, because the thing is, admin wants to make sure y'all understand every segment of this. If they're going to open up the Bitcoin contest for your country and India, so
Yeah.
admin doesn't want anybody confusing your country. So I think that, well, I'm gonna say this, and now I'm gonna go a little further than that. I'm gonna go a little further.
Yeah.
When you talk to MBay, ask MBay.
Okay.
Can we please? All of you are way over 25 broadcasts. Right now, y'all should have gotten in contact with admin. Admin,
Okay.
and I'm right now. I got a direct line to admin now, but because I've contacted admin. But I'm telling you that I go through MBay, say MBay. MBay know a lot of y'all. MBay don't have to ask you, do you have 25 broadcasts? Come on. You know, MBay don't have to ask that. MBay said, I tell you what, you got 25. I'll tell you how to get to admin. I'll link y'all up, you know, and then that way you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how easy it is to speak with admin. You enjoy talking to admin and admin training you. When admin and I, we have long conversations because we think alike so much. We think alike. And so we just get along very well. I just like to say thank you so much for pointing that out to me. And just reach out to MBay. Please reach out to him. He will get back with you eventually. He usually always do. And let him know you would like to have a private Zoom with him. And it won't take a lot of time with him. And then maybe he can explain to you. Y'all can share your screens like he did with me. Because he opened my eyes up to something that I had never seen before. It will blow your mind when y'all see it, what he got to show you. You're going to say, wow, I did not know this. And it is not hard either. It's not hard at all. That's why he can put up 200 and 300 paid signups every week. And then he got his bird dogs out there doing the work for him too. That's how he's getting it. He's paying, he pays a lot of his money forward to people. He do. Okay, folks.
Understand better. Thank you, sir.
Let me just hear from Dada just a little bit here before. I don't want to not hear from him. How you doing, brother Dada?
Thank you, everyone. Shumon Rahman, brother Tindi, and also here present Gabriel Samuelson, Marlene. So today I was present in our Bengali broadcaster Mizanur Rahman Bhai's live broadcasting meeting. We heard two new information there, and we discussed about our proposed blockchain technology development and about the admin payments. Actually, today I was whole along tried to invite someone, tried to add someone, and description, the discussion was on about why, WHY. We discussed about why. The word about why. Why do we need TBC?
Why? The biggest why of all, the end global poverty. That's why.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the easiest answer of all. That's the easy one. I get an A+ on that one in school.
Yes. So,
yes, the why, WHY.
WHY. Why TBC is so important?
Right. Why is it so important? Yes.
Need it. Why the present monitor system should not exist anymore? Why the world needs a balanced economy? Why the elite dream should be avoided? Why the slavery system should not exist anymore.
Mhm. Mhm.
Why the world needs TBC, the new system, the new economic model, the new world system, world order. And that was the main discussion topic, only why.
Mhm.
If we want to be clear about our why, we should study our TBC blog regularly.
Right.
We should try our best regularly to attend in our broadcasting meetings,
Mhm.
try to view our TBC updates in YouTube channel or Google.
Mhm.
We should study more and more.
Mhm.
If we want to clear our why, and if we able to clear our why, we need TBC.
That's right. They need to hear our why. Yes. Mhm.
Yes, sir. Then we will find, we all will find TBC, the value of TBC is more than gold.
Mhm.
And that was our main topic discussed today. And I tried my best in Bengali language to discuss with them about the why, WH1. And I will say today, everyone who will view your video, who will view our broadcasting, they will try their best to clarify their why.
Right.
And if they are clear, they must be fond of TBC.
Right.
They must be interested about TBC.
Yeah, you got to be
That's
clear.
all,
You
sir.
got to be clear what this is all about. You got to be clear of it. Yes.
Right, sir. Thank you,
And that
sir.
you get that way. You get the clarity out of training. You get
Yes.
clarity out of properly training people. You know,
Right.
clarity. Okay, let me go over to 10. That seems like I've seen this brother before. I believe I've seen this brother before. I think I met him. Yeah, I met you before. I think I know Cindy, haven't I seen him before?
Not really, but he's a TVian also. So,
Oh, okay. I thought
you know,
I'd
since
seen
he's
him
here.
before. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
no. It's not the one.
He's a
not the one.
TVCN too.
Yeah, he's a TVian. The one you have seen before. Look at him here.
Oh yeah. Are y'all two brothers? Are y'all brothers?
No, they are not brothers.
Well, why they look alike? They look alike.
Same like.
Yeah, they look alike.
They look similar. They look similar. Y'all look similar to me.
Yeah.
Now maybe they can't see it, but I see some similarities.
Yeah, honestly. From their forehead.
The forehead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right now I am let's say about 200 kilometers away from the capital city of one of the states in Nigeria, Niger State. So
oh, really?
I think by tomorrow I'll be heading back to the capital of Niger State. Yes.
Wow.
So I just came to enlighten them of the stuff going on TBC. So I came to town basically because they need the orientation. So I had to leave where I am to come around so that I can put them through.
Oh, great. That's right. Make your stops. See, I see y'all just traveling, just making your stops, checking on your brothers, you know? Yeah, that's what you got to do. Enlighten them, update them.
Yeah.
Y'all stay, keep up alive wherever
Thank you very
are.
much. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Listen, I'm gonna get ready to go, you guys. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here. Let me say hello back to Merlene again. Merlene, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, dear. I mean, they said some great things today, didn't they?
Yeah. Beautifully said. Yes, beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. All right, dear. I'll be with you in just a minute, Marlena. I just want to say to all of you, thank you so much for being here. Everything was well said, beautifully said, just great. Okay.
Yes. All
Just
right.
everybody just stay strong, stay united, and let's keep pouring it on in TBC, building our community, and so we can get to achieve the things we want to achieve in this whole platform. Okay. So
Okay.
I want to say peace to everybody. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Peace.
Everybody.